Okay, so this recording is to show you how to do make groups in Blackboard. So go down to users and groups and click on groups. You'll have nothing in there if you haven't done any already. So click create. I usually do the random enroll because I have large classes, but you can also do a manual enroll. Any of these you're going to be able to switch later. So you could just choose, let's say you want to just decide how the groups are going to be split up yourself. So click manual enroll. Self-enroll means the students can enroll into the groups themselves. So let's just call this group, and so you can decide, I'm going to make it no, not visible right now while we're working. Right here, tool availability. So what do you want your students to be able to access in the group? Okay, so you can do any number of things. I often make mine just discussion boards, and maybe you have some other assignments that you want to leave in there. Maybe you want to allow them to access Blackboard. These other things they can still access, but it's just whether or not you want to do it in the group. Okay, and then you can add users. Okay, I'm not going to click on this because it'll show you student names, but if you click on this, it'll show you everybody in your class, and then you can add users. The other thing you can do is do that afterwards. So I'm going to submit that one. That shows you that there's just one group here. Okay, so if you want multiple groups, I'll show you that in a minute, but just in here, if you want to edit the group, after you edit it, after you created it, you can still go back in and change all of these things, okay? And then also here, you can open it. And then within the group, this is what your students would see. And here you would say, let's say you wanted discussion boards, you go into the discussion board and then you can create your discussion boards in there, okay? Now let's go back to groups. And let's say you want to create more than one group. You can either do random, manual, or self. Again, random, you can tell it, put 20 students in each group, and it'll do it. The Blackboard will do it. So let's go to manual. And you can name it whatever you want. And again, choose what things you want to have accessible. And then go down here, and at the bottom you can say, okay, create 4 groups. All right, there you go. You can create the groups. Now within here you can name each one. So you can change, maybe you name them by colors, or you have some other way of doing it. Right, so I've done it this way in the past. And then you can add users if you're going to do it manually. So again, click add users, add who you want to each group, and there you go. Okay, and then, so again from here, you can change, this is the group set. So you could say like maybe all of these are for one assignment, and you made all of these groups for one assignment. So you could make more groups for a new assignment. Okay, in order to get your students to access this, you can create a bar over here for them to get to it. Okay, so in order to create a menu item over here to access your groups, you're going to go up here to the plus sign, and you're going to click tool link, and you can name it my groups. So all of your students will see that. And then on the bottom here, type, you choose groups. Okay. You can click available to users. I'll do that temporarily just to show you how it works. And then you've got a bar, a new menu item over here. I would just move that up there. Okay. And then you can click into my groups, and you will see all of these groups. If you go to your student view, and then you click on my groups, I don't see anything because I didn't enroll myself in any of those groups. But they would only see one group. And then they can navigate to the discussion board or to the assignment or to whatever it is they want to use within their group. Okay, so that's how you use the group discussion boards. Again, within that settings, you can set up grading and things like that. So it's a little different when you're it sets it up a little differently in your grade book. You'll see each group listed separately, but it doesn't matter because if they're not in the group, they don't get graded on that assignment that's in that group. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.